everyone, it's Tammy, and today we are going to have Demi Glaze steaks with Brussels sprouts. So I have a little bit of oil in my pan here, getting warm, and I have a little bit of oil in this pan here, getting warm. This one's going to be for the Brussels sprouts. I have already washed them and put them in a little Ziploc, and I actually have 2 of these. So I'm going to cut them in half and cut the ends off of them with my handy dandy knife as I put them into the pan. And I'm going to be using some of my Tastefully Simple seasoned salt. I love this stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and season up the oil a little bit on both of these because I love that stuff. So I have my steaks all ready to go. And I like that sizzle. I'm starting them off pretty warm. So I'll let them get brown on both sides and then I'll turn them over. I'm going to bring my Brussels sprouts over here with my handy knife. You're going to have some leaves that fall off. You can toss those or you can put them in your pan, it doesn't matter. My husband and I actually both love Brussels sprouts, which is probably a little bit weird for most Americans. They get a bad rap. A lot of people do not like them. These are big, nice farmer's market ones. Throw this away. Starting to smell my steak, so I'm going to turn it. Oh yeah. Season it with a little bit of seasoned salt. Now I'll work on my other sprouts. And I have baked potatoes in the microwave. I didn't want to turn the oven on for an hour. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So it's starting to splatter. These ones aren't as big. That one's little. Have you guys ever seen how Brussels sprouts grow? I hadn't seen that for a long, I was like old when I saw it, is what I mean. They're so wild, they come like on a long stick. I don't know how they grow, really. I'm not sure if they, I guess they grow out of the ground and not out of a bush or something. I really don't know. I need to spend some time on a farm. Now I like my steak medium to, I'll even eat it medium rare sometimes. My husband likes his well done. Oh, whoops. So we're just cooking away. I'm just going to leave those in there. I think that they're done. Yummy. I'm just going to let these cook for a while, just like this. And this side did not get very much seasoning, so I'm going to put some more. And I'll probably add some more. And there we go. So I will be back in a little bit, but this is what's happening at my house. So some of the Brussels sprouts are looking pretty good. They're getting nice and golden on one side. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So I'm just turning them over. And they're nice and bright green, which is exactly what we want. And we're going to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar, probably about an ounce. That smells so good. And I'm going to turn the heat off of these. The steaks are still pink in the middle, but I'm turning them again. I might have to try one of these. So good. That balsamic vinegar is awesome. So I'm going to add, when the steaks are done, I'm going to add some sherry and some veal Demi to this pan. And I am not familiar with this, but I've used it before in a recipe from HomeChef, and it's fabulous. So this is about 4 ounces of the Demi Glaze, well, the Demi, I guess, and then I'm going to make the glaze. I also have a little bit of Parmesan cheese, about an ounce of that I'm going to add to these Brussels too. And those are all but done. And the potatoes are all but done. I can see on the side of this that this steak is certainly not done to my husband's liking. I'm kind of wondering if this one might be because it's not as thick. But I have a feeling it's not quite. But the only way to know for sure is to cut into it. Or you could use a thermometer. But I don't want to get that out. Oh, this is still far too rare for him. It's probably about perfect. Oh, this one might be a little too, oh, this one's still a little too rare for me too, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And we're just going to let them cook a little bit longer. So I'll be back. Okay, I finally think that his steak is probably to his liking. So it's pretty browned and it looks like it's medium well. So to this pan, without cleaning it, I'm going to add the Demi Glaze. And a half a cup of water. And the sherry. This is going to be about 3 ounces total of sherry. You see that catch? That was pretty cool. And I'm getting up all those little bits of the steak on the bottom. I would probably like fresh mushrooms in here as well, but I don't have any right now. So I'm just going to stir this and let it thicken. I'm bringing my recipe over so I can see what it says. And it's boiling, which is great because that means that it'll thicken. And I'm just going to turn the heat off and let it thicken a little bit. And while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get my baked potatoes out of the microwave and get them buttered and salt and peppered and cheesed up. So I will be back in just a little minute. Okay, so the Demi Glaze is ready. I have my plate plated. I'm going to take some of this and put it over my steak. I'm actually going to put a little bit over my potato too. And even the Brussels sprouts, because it'll get all over anyway, so we may as well. And then I'll leave the rest for my husband, who is not home from work yet. So I was starving, so I thought I'd go ahead and fix my dinner. And here it is. I'll plate it up. In just a minute, I'll taste it for you. Okay, so here it is. I'll plate it up. Let me just cut a little piece of this steak off. It's pink in the middle, just the way I like it. Oh, it's so good. That glaze is really nice. I know I like these, but I'm gonna try them again. Oh. Everything is just wonderful. Perfect. Okay. This is what's for dinner at my house. Hope you try it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.